think she's being held in LexCorp headquarters, along with Green Lantern, Supergirl, and Flash. Hey, recruits! Be extra careful out there today, because Luthor and the Joker have set traps all around the city.
Alright, so that was the Justice League. My personal favorite part was the part where you're like all shaking and then and then you go into a loop and then shoot off of a slide. Now we're gonna go to Flash. Oh yeah. Just got out Flash. It was like insane. I love the G's that when you're going backwards, the first inversion, it just held me up there for so long. Also, if it's a hot day like today, make sure to go on this. It really cools you off. Alright, I'm actually really bummed out because Batman's is closed. I feel like every time we go to a big theme park with a hanging coaster, it's always closed, like Cedar Point. Alright, now it's time for the Jersey Devil. It's an RMC single rail and my first single rail. Let's go. Travelers. That one was actually, it was not smooth as I expected. I thought it was going to be really smooth because it was RMC, but not. It felt weird not sitting next to anybody because usually I sit next to somebody, but single rail you only sit by yourself. That's probably one of my favorite rides I've ever ridden. If you're here and this is open, come on down and ride it. Alright, it's time to go local.
Welcome back, riders. How was that ride?
I looked into her eyes accidentally. Now it's time for Medusa, guys. 7 inversions, floorless, and gonna be pretty insane. Also, one of my favorite rolls ever, a cobra roll, as you can see. Got off Medusa, loved it. It was actually not that bad, and there was a vertical loop, there was a cobra roll, I loved that one, and then there was a bunch of like rolls. Apparently there was like fire, and then there was like these like giant like fan tubes that we rolled over. It was cool. Now it's time to go on El Toro. Apparently when we get to the top, there's a good view of Project Purple. Can't wait to see that. video project purple. Very bumpy. It was like bumpy the whole time. But once I got to that retract part, I was like, oh, this is a break. It's probably gonna be smooth sailing. And then I was like, okay, no, temporary break. And that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, and it's about that is so true. Aggressive thrill, probably like a not even a 5 or 7. I did tame out Toro, but I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Lose yourself in wild romance. We're gonna safari, me and you, adventure forever.
Creepy. Alright, finally a good view of Project Purple. This thing looks insane. Now it's time for Nitro. First and only hypercoaster of the day.
All clear.
Nitro. Let's go!
Alright, just got off Nitro. That was actually awesome. Nice, it was a nice hypercoaster. It's the only one in the park. And like the airtime was awesome. Windy up there. So like there was this part where like we went up and it was like, oh my god, so much airtime, like you put my hands up now because you're like on G's. And then it's like super cheap part, astronaut training. We got cold, gotta go get some jackets. Now it's time for Superman Ultimate Flight. Bum, bum, bum. Alright, Superman's back open. It's one of its kind. We got our jackets all zipped up so it doesn't fly off. And now it's time to soar through the skies.
As always, all clear means you guys are out of here. Enjoy your flight.
It broke down again, but this time, worst day. Oh, worst day. No idea if we're gonna get on, but it's worth a try.
A few moments later.
Alright, finally got off of Superman after waiting an hour. That felt like 3 years. It was actually kind of cool. It's cool how like you dive upside down.
It's worth the wait.
Yeah, it was actually worth the wait. Alright, even more creepy, the clouds move for the 3rd time today. Alright, we just wrapped up our last ride for today. And got all the rides in that we could, except for Batman because he was close, and Joker because we didn't have time because we were waiting an hour on the Superman light. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this super awesome Six Flags video. My first Six Flags. Make sure to like and subscribe.
What was your favorite ride?
Superman.
Mine was El Toro.